The implications for the workforce can be quite profound, and I think some of the biggest implications are in what it means to their social contract and actual contract with the organisation that they're working for. We had an in-depth discussion around what you could do with the data, whether that data has an impact on the employee itself, and the other side of that coin is whether the data that goes to the organisation can be used, should be used, what would it be used for? So that has huge implications, potentially, should an organisation choose to implement this type of wearable technology. It could do it on a basis of helping its employees to become healthier, to become more productive, or it could actually take the alternative approach of perhaps monitoring the health of the organisation as a whole rather than an individual. So that requires training for managers, it requires training for the organisation, it requires changes to the contract between the employer and the employee. That's a huge, huge problem, or a huge hurdle to be overcome. I think where there's a problem, there's also a good side to this. Regulators are undoubtedly going to have a lot to say, and by regulators in this instance I mean the government. But also there will be a large element of personal choice around this. You don't have to wear a wearable, you don't have to have an implant. Balancing that off, I think, will be a very gradual thing. We're likely to start very much on the side of the individual, protecting the data privacy, particularly in Europe, as we've seen in recent court cases where the privacy of the individual is paramount for Europe. I think as the technology becomes more integrated into our overall way of working, our daily lives, perhaps even much more integrated into our individual bodies, I think that contract will gradually change, but that will only change if the consumer is able to determine what that data will be used for and how guarded that data will be. So if, for example, I'm handing you over my health data, I want to know who you're going to share it with, what you're going to use that for, how people might get access to that I don't know about, and how safe is that data when I give it to you. So I think all those questions need to be answered. I'm not sure we have all those answers right now.